Currently listening to a tune here from Myele Manzanza. This is called City of Atlantis. And Myele Manzanza, well, he's been on the music scene for a number of years now, but you might not have seen him so much because he's been out the back on the drums for acts like Electric Wire Hustle, Omeka Supreme, the Recluse Live Band, amongst others as well. But now he's just released his own solo album. It's called One, and just celebrated his 24th birthday as well, and he's celebrating the release of One on the road. He's heading up to Auckland from Wellington today. He's just packing up the car and he joins us. Myele, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning indeed. Congratulations on the release of One.
Thank you so much. It's a long time coming, and a whole lot of hard work and perseverance and everything, so I'm really glad that I managed to get it through and get it out to the world.
Yeah, well, it's sometimes it is a fact that drummers and bands have all this pent up creativity, but you wouldn't know it because they're always they're providing the rhythm for another outfit. So I guess some of these songs you've kept hidden for a wee while now. Yeah,
well, I guess the oldest song on there would be at least 3 years old, and it's been a gradual kind of process of writing and learning new technologies to make music with over the last few years, and I've got all of the music together by about the beginning of last year.
Yeah.
And but it's taken about a year to schedule it all together and get this release out. But as I said before, a lot of hard work and learning and perseverance and everything to make it happen.
Is percussion still primarily where you come from a creativity, from the creative angle? Is it still percussion, or you're across the board across everything?
I would say I'm a drummer first and composer and producer second. But that's not to say. I mean, even with my drumming though, more and more I'm getting influenced from just totally different things, even like non-musical things, just I guess ideas on creativity and that sort of thing, and that kind of influences my approach to music.
What kinds of things?
Well, just ideas on, how can I put this? I guess like how the mind works when it comes to generating a new idea, like the creative process in itself, which applies to any kind of act, whether it's painting or music or driving a car or any building a bike or something, or just any kind of what am I trying to say here? Just any kind of act where you have to totally connect yourself to the task at hand.
Right.
I think those sorts of things I'm getting more and more interested in now.
Yeah. I guess you couldn't say with this album that it's all primarily out of one particular geographic location like Wellington, because you've been doing a lot of travel, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this album was recorded in Wellington, Auckland, London, New York, Boston, Los Angeles,
Crikey.
Berlin. All over the place. It was kind of made while I was in the middle of, I guess, what you would call my OE, but it was also touring with Electric Wire Hustle, but I was also living in New York and Berlin at that time.
What an opportunity to be able to do that OE, but also kind of work in the space that you want to be working in at the same time. Yeah,
I'm pretty blessed in that respect. I mean, it's the same before, it's hard work to be able to do it, but when you're doing what you love to do, it's, it feels good.
How has that travel and those places and the people you met, how has that influenced the music?
I guess it's hard to say, but I guess the whole process of traveling and being in another culture and another in another city or whatever, that whole act kind of in itself opens your mind to other things, and you're forced to think differently, and you have to be, I guess, on your guard at times a bit more, and you have to be adaptable, and I guess in that whole mind frame and that energy was all happening around me whilst I was making the music.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I can say like, oh well, this song is an image of the Berlin Wall, or this is the Empire State Building in musical form, or anything like that. But it's just the energy of trying to find myself.
I mean, and how would you describe the music? I mean, is it soundscape, broken beats? What is it? Does it fit into any sort of category?
I don't know, I guess it is pretty broad. Like, there's lots of different genres. There's kind of houseier sort of stuff. There's more broken beat stuff, hip hop, soul, jazz.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. It's hard to say. I call it just music.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not the best for coming up with definitions for my own music. When I'm making the music, I'm just, I'm not thinking about anything except just the music at that time. So I'm not too worried about genres.
And you've got a bunch of talented vocalists like Lady Six, Bella Kololo, Maratike, Rachel Fraser. Did they bring their own songs to your instrumentals?
Yeah, so I sent them the tracks, and then they got together just song ideas and lyrics and stuff, and then they came with those ideas, and then we kind of shaped it all together like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about the release of the music? How does that work? Because it being such an international album, have you got hookups from various labels or people who want to help you out around the world?
Right now, I've got it's out through Every Waking Hour, which is Electric Wire Hustle's imprint in New Zealand, and still looking for an international label / distributor. So yeah, I guess that's because I don't know if you know this already, but Electric Wire Hustle are going to be going overseas from March. We'll be based in Berlin again, and I guess part of my time over there will be trying to find an outlet for my record too. Because nothing international confirmed yet. Because
I picked up a compilation of BBE music the other day, and Electric Wire Hustle was on that. And I was like, right. Oh wow, this is that's a label with massive respect around the world, and obviously they've been getting vinyl pressings as well. Will your stuff be pressed on vinyl?
I haven't planned for it at this stage. I mean, if I guess the only thing is vinyl costs more to produce.
Yeah.
And so it's in New Zealand. It's perhaps maybe a limited amount of people who are going to buy it. So whether it's worth the investment in the first place, is kind of up in the air. However, if a label gets on board and decides that it's a good idea to press vinyl, I'm totally into that because keeping it analog and all of that, it's very important.
Yeah. Is your recording process analog?
Ish. It's like, a lot of the music on there was made in a laptop in Logic, and I was learning about all of that stuff while I was in Berlin as well because I didn't really have a whole lot of people to play with.
Yeah.
But but I still have an organic side to me, which is, I guess, the drumming aspect, which is, a live acoustic instrument. And I guess I still want to retain that as much as I can, but, still accepting the technology and the advancements that can offer you as well.
Yeah. Hey, well, you've got a bit of a road trip to get on because you're driving up from Wellington today.
Indeed.
And you're playing at the Ponsonby Social Club tonight. Free entry as well.
Yeah, free entry. And I got my good friend Matt Dowden and Ed Zuccolo on bass and keys, and then Rachel Fraser and Bella Kololo singing with me tonight. So
awesome.
It should be a pretty special night.
Absolutely, and people will be able to pick up copies of the new album digitally, but also on CD, and perhaps down at the gig tonight as well.
Yeah, down at the gig tonight, I'll bringing a whole box of CDs with me to sell, so come and get them.
Excellent. Myele, pleasure chatting with you, and have a safe trip. We'll see you up here.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Okay, take care.
And here's a tune called Absence, featuring Bella Kololo.